Tomorrow's Civic Leaders Prayer Breakfast in Clark County is now without a host.
That's because Vancouver Mayor Tim Leavitt is boycotting the event, which is not city-sponsored. Lisa Balick takes us beyond the headlines. She talked with Leavitt, who says it isn't prayer or the breakfast he has an issue with, but the keynote speaker, who he calls a bigot.
The prayer breakfast here tomorrow morning is supposed to bring together people from all different faiths to honor those who serve in the military and those who serve in the public. But we've learned the host is bowing out.
I just didn't feel appropriate.
Vancouver Mayor Tim Leavitt tells me he will not introduce guests at the Clark County Mayor and Community Leaders Prayer Breakfast. In fact, he's boycotting the event. He has strong feelings about guest speaker, retired Army General William Jerry Boykin.
It's this thing called Islam.
Boykin's long military service includes being one of the Delta Force commandos who went into Iran to rescue American hostages. But he's come under fire at home for anti-Islamic speeches, calling for no mosques in America and saying Islam should not be protected under the Constitution.
There's this other side of the speaker which I think is very concerning to many people, and that is his bigoted comments about individuals that don't share his perspective on religion, social and political issues.
Some people would say, well, it's a free country and people do have the right to free speech, and even though this isn't something necessarily that you support, it's something still though someone is allowed to speak.
Sure. Well, that's the great thing about our Constitution. It protects freedom of speech, and certainly he has a right to say what he wants.
I did not hear back from the Full Gospel Men's Fellowship in America, which organized the event, to find out how Boykin was chosen. He often speaks on how his faith guided him during tough times in war. Several other mayors from nearby cities are also planning to be a no-show, but not all. Have you ever had such controversy over the breakfast?
Never.
Ridgefield Mayor Ron Onslow was an original founder of the prayer breakfast back in the 60s, when guest speakers were local business leaders. Onslow says he'll honor his commitment to attend tomorrow, but if he hears intolerance, he's got an exit strategy.
If the individual, and this would hold true of anybody, if they got up and they were disparaging towards other religions and contrary to the vision that we had, I would excuse myself and leave.
And we've learned they expect to have protesters out here tomorrow morning. In Vancouver, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.